months, this portfolio has done quite well in the past 3 months. 10%. We have 10% here, $147.80 in dividend, and a portfolio gain of $4,880, bringing in total up to way over 5,000. Hello everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are going to do a complete review of my overall of my portfolio here. This is the dividend and growth investing portfolio. And before I get into this, I would like to let you know that I started this portfolio with roughly about $500 on May 19th, 2020. And we've been able to grow the portfolio significantly over the past year or so by hard work and living on low income. So working hard, not spending most of my money, and just basically investing it into the markets. So since May 19, 2020, I've been consistently putting in money into the portfolio over the past year, and I've been doing it on a regular basis, pretty much on since over a year now. And basically, all that happened is I put in money. As you guys can see, 50 bucks is ready to come in here, and I put in the money, and it goes across the portfolio based off of the ratings that I have here. Okay, and the kind of setup that I have here is basically an extremely diversified portfolio. I mean, this portfolio is like extremely diversified, and I love it that way. Okay. I know the greats Warren Buffett say, diversification is for dummies and all these things. I don't care about what other people say. I invest based off of certain things, okay? I invest based off of certain people that I follow, like Warren Buffett. I follow her. ARK Invest, I follow her. And, and I go in and I pick some of my own stocks as well. Which, for example, if I look at ARK, for example, let's take a look at ARK. And I'm basically investing in all our flagship funds. And I'm going to keep on doing that until the percentages reach exactly where I want it to be. Okay. So I'm going to keep doing that. And I love the fact that my portfolio is diversified like this because, first of all, it makes it easier for me to manage. Second of all, it makes it so that when the market goes down extremely, like in March of 2020, at the beginning of the illness 19, I was able to go in and purchase stocks on a regular basis. And, the portfolio has been doing well ever since then, gained almost 53% here, 52.5%, 14 grand in profit. And we've been able to secure about $704 in dividend. So if I break this down on a daily basis, so far today, today's Labor Day, the market is closed and nothing is going on today. If we look at 1 week here, for the past week, we've gained $11, almost $12 in dividend, $11.53 in dividend. This is money I didn't have to work for. It just gets deposited into my account based off of the companies that I own across the portfolio here. So that is quite nice. If I take a look at a month here, for the month we have we've made a dividend income gain of $37. And remember, this is a trailing 30 days. What I mean by trailing 30 days is the date that I'm showing you this, which is September 6th. It goes back, if I click on 1 month, it goes back all the way to October 6th, and it takes that income and it spits out this number right here. So that is what's going on with that. And within that month, we've seen a $1,600 gain in the portfolio, 2.8%. And if you take a look at 3 months, this portfolio has done quite well in the past 3 months. 10%. We have 10% here, $147.80 in dividend, and a portfolio gain of $4,880, bringing in total up to way over 5,000. And if we just run through this and look at the past year, and again, it's a trailing 1 year period. We have $581.43 in dividend, about $11,318 in market gains. Crazy what has happened in the past year. The market has gone up mad. The market has been mad crazy in the past year. So if we take a look here, we take a look at the all time. Okay, this is how I like to break it down to you guys. This numbers makes it so easy to see how your portfolio is operating in the background. So if we take a look here, we've ever since I started this portfolio, we've gained $704.51, $13,841 in just market gains. Buy at one price, just wait, and it has gone up tremendously. You guys know I do a couple of things on this channel. I've primarily focused on passive income, which is dividend investing. That's when you go in and buy companies that pay you on a regular basis, and you're trying to buy them on a consistent basis, and over time those companies will pay you more money over time. So the other thing I like to do here is to share with you just in general what I'm making on a monthly basis, realistically, without the trailing 30-day period. So now we're looking at August 1st. This is our August statement. We're looking at August 1st to August, the end of August. So we've made the portfolio generated $28.63, and so far this year we've been able to gain about $316.81 in dividend. This is interest, dividend, whatever you're gonna call it, that gets paid to me, and I use that money to buy more stock. And I'm planning on doing this for a long period of time. Meaning 10, 15, 20 years. This is like planting seeds here. Okay, that is what your portfolio is. You're planting seeds and you're hoping to reap the fruits later on in the future. You're planting some seeds when you're young, and you're hoping to reap the fruits of your labor in the future. This is like a small miniature version of it, and on a monthly basis it spits out profit for me. So from $316 at this time this year, next year it could be like 600 and something this time next year, then the following year it could be like 1200 something. So the compounding, this is literally putting compounding to work in real life. So really quickly, I thought let me just show you what my top companies that I'm currently investing in, what they're looking like, before we jump into the next section, which is going to be some of the changes that I've made to the portfolio. But before we get into that, here's some of the top companies that I have. I have Tesla, I have Apple. I'm really looking to add more positioning to Apple, trying to grow my position to a very high amount, like Tesla here. Tesla, we have a total, the amount of money that I've put in is almost $10,000, and that is $9,458, and roughly Apple is about $1,600. Then I have some Vanguard funds, and I have ARK Invest, and some more funds here. So my general investment at the moment is looking more towards like growth and value, in terms of the companies that I'm investing in. But over time, I'm working on the portfolio, and I'm working on tweaking a few things so it can be more, big. It can be more like 50% focus on dividend, companies, growth companies, 50% focus on dividend companies, and 50% focus on growth companies. Also on this week, what I've decided to do is I've decided to change this percentage around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the money that I have, the percentages I have going in here. I'm going to reduce it to about 4%, and then move that percentages across passive income and ETF. Matter of fact, let's just get that done right now. So ARK Invest here, I want to bring that down to about 10%. Okay, you know what? I like it this way for now. We'll see how ARK performs, and I'll adjust it accordingly. I like it like this. I like it this way for now. Let me move this ETF to about 6% here, so we get 100%. So this is what I like to do. This is how I like to manage a portfolio. And what would happen is you guys can see the pie kind of got shuffled around a bit here. The way the money would be distributed would be a bit different. It would try to target this to 10%, trying to target this to 9, then 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Then most of the money will be going into passive income, ETF, and ARK here. But eventually I want this ETF section to be about roughly 10% allocation. So we'll see how this performs. If ARK keeps going down, I'll probably reduce this to about 8% and bump this up to about 10%. So we'll see. This is some of the changes that I made to the portfolio this week. So in this week, some of the changes that I've made has been in the stock section here. And this is just a section where I brought in from my previous brokerage. So you guys can see this started on the data started May 19th. So what I did was I've been basically looking at this section here and see how I can trim the fat off this side of the portfolio, meaning basically the stocks that haven't been doing well, or maybe I have double exposure to, like for example in Vita here, Teledocs and CRISPR. I basically own a piece of all this company with ARK Invest, so I decided to cut them out since they were losers in the portfolio as well. And then Persian Capital, Bill Ackman company, I decided to cut it out as well. It hasn't really been doing well when it comes to the performance, so I decided to cut that out. So these other ones, basically all the proceeds will probably go into some of these companies. And then what I would do is I'll watch it for another couple of months, see how they do until December or so. And then we'll decide I'll decide what to do with them then. So here are some of the breakdown of what's going on with the buys and sell in this week's video. So you guys can see I have $63, almost $64 in sales here. And that money gets added to the original amount of stocks that I'm trying to buy. So here, $50 is going into the monthly income section. And that 50 gets spread across this stocks here, across that ETF. So all this ones here that I'm trying to sell gets spread across all this previous one. It goes into progressive, and you guys can see how the money is being spread around. So hopefully most of it will be going into stocks that I'm trying to get rid of. Okay, hopefully everything will be going in there. Most of it will be going into stocks that I want to own, and they are basically low in price right now. So using this money to buy the dip on the stocks that are not doing so well in this section of the portfolio. So this money is basically being used to buy the dip here. So we'll see how it happens. By December, I should be able to do an update to this and share with you what the portfolio will be looking like by December. So that will be it for today's update. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Like this video, appreciate you for doing that. I'm a relatively new YouTuber, so anyhow you're supporting me by liking and subscribing to the channel will be greatly appreciated. Lots more great content to come in the future. Like I'm saying, this portfolio here, we are getting it all the way to the first $1 million, and it's my job here on this channel to show you my process on how I do that. So if you want to see it, consider subscribing and sticking around and sharing in the knowledge and the opportunity to be able to grow and see how a regular folk just like you is building their own investment portfolio. So thank you for watching today's video. Appreciate you. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.
Louisa.